So the reason this verse, this composition is known as Jap is because this is the knowledge. This is what we're talking about. This is the understanding that we have to have. Then we move on. Ad Sach. The word Ad means primal, beginning. Yeah? Like beyond anything, right at the source, at the root, Ad. Right at the, if there was a beginning, it was there. Yeah? Sach. This is an interesting word. Sach means truth. Remember, when we talked about Satanam, we said there's two definitions in Sanskrit for Sat. One is Sat without a sihari. Yeah? Sasatata Sat. That means truth. One is Satya, which means existence. Satnam is leaning more towards existence. Sach is a different word. And that's why when you look at your English translations, Satanam means his name is truth. And Ad Sach means always truth or always true. But why would Guruji use two different words to mean truth? They have to have two different meanings. And they are very subtle different meanings. Sach means permanent. Sach means something that is always going to stay the same. A truth that never changes. So for example, the speed of light, we say that's truth, that's a fact. But it is plausible that in a different universe, in a different dimension, light travels at a different speed. Possible. That means that the speed of light is actually only true within the boundaries of this universe. In a different universe, it could work in a different way. There might not be any light. So it's not a such. Although scientists will say this is scientific fact, they're still bound within this universe. Gurbani is talking about a fact that is beyond universes. Ad Sach, this is the primal truth, the permanent truth, and this system is true wherever you go. It's beyond any limitations. It's saying that what is Ad Sach? It's the Ik that is Ad Sach. Yeah, let's not forget the Mool Mantra. The Ik Onkar, that's always true. That's Ad Sach. It's the primal truth. It's before time. Yeah, it's beyond time. Before creation, this Sach was always true. So Sach, wherever Sach is referred to, it means permanent, it means unchanging. Something that never changes. So there is this permanent truth. So anything that is changeable is not permanent truth. We can call that asat, asach, something that is not permanently true. Yeah? Something that can change at some point is false, temporary. Something that has a start and an end is not truth. This is something that has no start and has no end. Always true. And what Gurbani is saying here is that there is a part of you that is such, that is permanent, that is never going to change. There is something within you that is permanent. What are the things that we associate ourselves with? We associate with our body, with our life, with our emotions, with our opinions, with our thoughts. Barney is saying that all these things are false. These are all temporary. These are changeable. Your body is constantly changing day by day. When you were a baby, your body is nothing like what it is now, nothing like what it's going to be at the end. Your opinions are always changing. This is something that's really interesting. You're always fighting to defend your opinions, right? We love to have arguments with other people and say, this is the truth. No, this is the right way to think. And yet you yourself will change your mind. So what was the purpose of the argument in the first place? You're fighting for something that you believe to be true, but you need to recognize this is a temporary truth. And if it's temporary, it can't be a truth. It's false. Yeah? Your emotions, within a day, how many emotions do you go through? We don't have this nice, serene, constant state. Our emotions are going up and down. Everything that we associate with ourselves is changing.
So the whole world is Maya, so the whole world is untrue.
Absolutely, the whole world is false. And this is what Barney says, that the world is false. Not that it's a pack of lies, it's that it's temporary, it's not the ultimate truth. Maya, materialism, the material world, all of creation and existence is ultimately a temporary structure. But behind it all, within it all, is something that's unchanging. It refers to it almost, imagine like a chain of pearls. What we're talking about is the string that binds them all together. The pearls can move around and change, some can fall off, but this is the underlying structure of existence itself, is this truth. This is the thing that holds us all together. If the universe dissolves, that underlying structure remains. So Sach is saying that you are not your temporary body, you're not your mind, you're not your opinions, you're not your thoughts, you're not your family, you're not your situation, you're not your career. Remember the analogy of the wall, the fortress that we build around us? This is everything that we associate ourselves to be. You are none of those things. You are the light within that. That is the only permanent truth.
Your soul.
Well, it's not your soul. It is the soul. It can't be your soul. Because what does that your soul belong to? If you say it's your soul, then it belongs to that structure. It's the soul. The only one soul that exists. The only one light that exists. That's why soul's a tricky word. We fall into traps when we try and take Gurmat words and we try and match them with English words or Western words. Because they have different connotations. Soul implies a personal soul. Atma isn't soul. Atma is a ray of sunlight that belongs to the Paramatma. Like a ray of light belongs to the sun. It's not independent of the sun. It's just a ray of light from the sun. In the same way, our light is just a spark of that divine light. The drop within the ocean. Yeah? You're not a soul. You're a drop within the ocean. You just can't see the ocean. That's the only difference. Yeah? Guru Nanak Dev Ji is here to show you the ocean. That you're already in. That you're a part of. Yeah? But this truth is always true.